Not really been live all week, so I doubt I'm actually going to get many on. That doesn't matter though. Just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. I've sort of been MIA, missing in action. Hello, Michelle. Hey, Tabby. Hello, Auntie D. I've had a very sad week, you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys can guess what's happened. I'm not even sure if I'm ready to do this, you guys. Yeah, Tabby. Yeah. I wanted to, because I couldn't go another week without saying anything. You know. Sassy, it's my grandfather. My best friend. Yeah. So you guys, yeah, he passed away on Monday. He passed away peacefully, or maybe not peacefully. I don't want to lie about this stuff. You know how everybody sort of says, oh, they pass peacefully and they pass happy, and I'm sorry, I can't do it. He's at peace now. And he went with both me and my dad holding his hand, giving him the blessing to let go. And he did. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a rough week. Don't get me wrong. So on day one, I grieve about, I am devastated. Because, you know, I've had this conversation this week a couple of times. Being a spiritualist doesn't sort of take away that pain. It doesn't take away that hurt. And, you know, I think I'm punishing myself a little bit here because I've not felt his energy all week. So it was different with my gran, you know, when she passed, she was right there. I felt her straight away. But you know what it was? My daughter was on a school trip. She left on Monday afternoon to go to, like, I suppose what you guys over there would call a summer camp. She left at 12:30 and she wasn't going to be due back till Wednesday. And he passed away that night at 6:20 p.m. So, for 3 days till she came home, I had this like dark cloud hanging over me because I didn't have the heart to tell her. That was it. That's his soulmate, you know. My daughter's his soulmate. And it was really, really difficult having to tell her. And in the end, I admit I cowered it out of it. And my dad had to break her heart. So she knows now. She's had a few days. She seems okay. She's still crying herself to sleep. She doesn't ask for a mother to have to watch when I feel like doing that myself. You know. Thank you for the well wishes, you guys. It really does mean a lot. It really means a lot. Got my niece tonight. My little Dolly. I don't know if she'll make an appearance. You know, Charlie probably would. But they keep my mind occupied, you know. Stop me sleeping a bit. So, yeah. It's been a bit of an overwhelming week. I've had family and, you know, here he is. He's saying hello.
Hi. Yeah.
Charlie, I'm just letting everybody know about Grandad Peter.
Oh, hi.
He doesn't quite understand. It's still a bit young.
Look at my hair.
Dolly, why are you taking your onesie down? No, nobody wants to see your boobies.
I look cool.
Charlie, can you go, guys, go upstairs, please? Because I'm talking.
I look cool, don't I?
You do. You look very cool now. You've had your hair cut, even though it's not straight. He's got a right quiff. Carsley, that's Dolly. Come on, you guys. Go. Give me a kiss and go to bed.
But you watch Temple Run with Free.
Come on.
Please, can you?
Come on, you guys.
When you watch Temple Run with Free.
Listen, I will be up in a moment. I'm just talking to my wonderful friends on YouTube, okay? You guys go to bed. Oh, go get a Capri Sun. There's loads in your fridge. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah. Well, Charlie was named after him, you know. My granddad never had any of the kids named after him. My granddad was the original Spider-Man, Peter Parker. And I named Charlie Peter Parker. Yeah. At least Charlie can carry his legacy, you know what I mean, you guys? Made damn sure of that when he was born. But yeah. So it's been a bit of an overwhelming week for me. I've not really had a moment to myself much. I managed to get half an hour to myself the night he died, but my family didn't really want me staying on my own. You know, I've got such a wonderful family, you guys. I really have. My brother wanted me right there with him that night. And when I got back, he'd ordered a kebab. I don't eat kebabs that often, but yeah, my brother ordered a kebab for me because I'd not really eaten my tea. Earlier on that day, I'd been out for lunch with my friend Danny. I sort of got home, picked Charlie up from school, got home, and then I got the phone call saying it's time. But yeah, I'm definitely not ready to come back as Kay the tarot reader just yet. I can't focus, you guys. I'm just going to be straight with you. But I'm not disappearing like I did last year, because you know when I found out last year and I disappeared, I've had enough time to come to grips with it. So I think it's a few more days and I should be okay. What worrying me more than anything was how Abby was going to take it. You guys, I'll show you. I'm okay doing this now, because you know when it first sort of hits you, those first 3 days, it's hard. But I know he'll come to me when I'm ready. I'm just not ready yet. So I know I've not lost him. You know what I mean? It's always going to be sad, isn't it? It is. Let's be honest. It's my granddad. He used to sing me to sleep when I was a kid, and he used to look after us, and then ended up doing the same thing for my kids. Look, I might have to turn the brightness down on this, you guys, so you can see it, because I'm not sure, but that's him there with my two. That's the granddad that I've been talking so much about these last few months. He had earphones on, and they were connected to a microphone, because he could never wear earphones, because wax always used to build up in his bloody ears and irritating him to. But yeah, and this was when, see what I mean about Abby and my granddad. This was in Mallorca when she was about 2.5 maybe tops. I'd just go, and she could see my legs in the background, just go and get on the sunbed and top up my tan, and these two would be right next to me. And she couldn't talk properly at that age, obviously, and I couldn't understand half of what she was saying. When they just start learning to talk, and I couldn't understand half of what she was saying. He understood every word. He'd sit with her, and she'd say something, baby talk, and he'd be having a full-blown conversation with her as if he knew what she was saying. This one. Told him. Christmas 1 year with her. I think she will walk about 1.5 there. She'd meet at a Christmas dinner. And she always went to him, you know. She always went to him. She did. And then he started doing the same thing with my Charlie. You know. I'm okay talking about it now. You know, if I'd have tried to do this a couple of days ago, I were in a really dark place. I mean, I was talking to Clive one night, and I just went to the darkest place you can imagine, and I shouldn't have really put that pressure on him. So I'm sorry about that, Clive. That was probably a bit too much, but you know, I wanted to say thank you to him because literally he just sat there and listened. So, and obviously, Starlordist Tarot, I want to say thank you to her. She's an amazing pillar of strength for me over the last 8 months, not longer. Star, you do not know, or I don't think you realise how much you've done for me. I love you so much for that. I really do. We had an agreement, me and Star. She said we knew it was going to happen. She says, "Kay, when it does, I understand you're not wanting to take to your channel." She says, "So if you let me know." And she offered to put the video up to let, because most of my subs are subs of hers anyway, and she offered to let everybody know, and she did, and it was a beautiful video. It was beautiful, and she spoke to me as well afterwards, and can't thank you enough. I wanted to thank Barb as well, wherever you're at, Barb. I've not really spoken to you this week since it's happened, but you've been a massive support since I found out, and you've always sent prayers and healing vibes to him and me. You're an amazing person, Bob. Never change. And Danny, I want to thank Danny for her well wishes, and everybody, all of you lot. You guys stick by me through thick and thin, because I just seem to lead one of those lives where I'm in and out, I'm in and out, I'm in and out, because there's always something happening. I mean, I understand you guys probably frustrated, so am I. There's always something happening. But this was different. This was different. But I know. And, you know, Georgia. I want to thank Georgia. You know, if you guys haven't already, Georgia put this this video up on her Facebook. And it's a Facebook page, Angelic Reiki Silver and Gold. She sometimes goes live on Facebook. Georgia sent me a few WhatsApp messages as well, just offering condolences. So thank you for that, George. But what really, really struck me was earlier on, I just popped on Facebook, and there was a live feed, and I was watching it, and you know, she was talking about the energies of this last week and the Scorpio full moon effect, and the fact that Pluto and Saturn are in retrograde at the moment, and she was talking about energies and, you know, what they really mean, and that a lot of people have been experiencing in this last week, you know, a lot of endings, a lot of, you know, turmoil and devastation, and she worded it a lot better than I can, because my head's up my arse at the minute, you guys. It's worth watching, because she worded it so eloquently, and you know, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. So I'm going to thank her for releasing that video. I think not just me, but maybe a lot of other people who've had a really, really, really rough week need to hear that. Kind of cut right to the core, but it's the kind of core cutting that you need. If that makes sense. Yes, sassy, massive transformations. Massive transformations. You guys definitely should go and watch that video. Brought a tear to my eye, considering the week I've had. So, yeah. My granddad's always right here, right in there. And when he's ready, or should I say when I'm ready, I'm not ready at the minute. I might even get to talk to him a little bit. Spoke to my granny a little bit after she passed. Not so much full-blown conversation. She'd usually just call in to say I love you, keep going, love you, I'm proud of you, you know what I mean? Even if it's just that, I'd be happy with that. But like I said, I just don't feel like I'm ready yet. And it's a very personal thing to do, to let a loved one in for the first time. It's very private, it's very personal. And at the moment, I've just not had a minute to myself. So I don't think he's going to approach me, because I've just not been on my own. Not really been focused enough either. But I'm sure he will. Time will come. My dad had a strange experience not last night, the other night. My granddad definitely came to visit my dad, because my granddad was a bit clumsy, always knocking stuff and always bumping into something. He rushed a lot, you know what I mean? He was always in a rush for some reason. And he was a little bit bombastic like that. And my dad woke up, and my dad, there's no in my mum and dad's, well, not that I've felt properly anyway, you know, other than loved ones that pass through. Not felt anything else in mum and dad's house. I mean, my dad had an experience when he was younger with a little girl, but I've never personally felt that energy. So my dad's not really sort of, you know, heard or seen anything for a very long time. And then out of nowhere, not last night, the night before, he said he woke up in the middle of the night, kitchen cupboard doors were banging. He said he had kitchen cupboard doors go about 4 or 5 times. And he also heard the radiator knocked. You know, as if somebody had sort of like fell into the radiator. And he came down thinking someone broke in the house. He could have sworn blind there was somebody in the house, and they turned all the lights on. No one there. And he said, that were a bit strange. And I said, yeah, that's my granddad. He's letting you know he's there. You remember him for being a clumsy oaf. That's exactly how he wants you, you know, how he's going to let you know he's there. You know. My Uncle Mick mentioned that he heard a bit of knocking in his kitchen last night. So I wonder if he'd gone there. I don't know. But yeah, at the moment that he passed, I didn't feel his energy, you know. I think he went straight to Abby. Seriously, you guys, it was so surreal. Because normally when a loved one passes, even if you're not sensitive to this sort of stuff, you still feel their energy in the room when they pass. No matter who you are, you still feel something in the room. And I was sat in a room holding an empty shell, holding his hand. And there were nothing there whatsoever. There were nothing in that room. And I really tried to tune in. As upset as I was, I tried. That room was completely empty. I swear down now, he went straight to Abby. I swear down he did. But that I'm comforted by that. I would have rather he'd done that. In fact, I should have known he'd have done that anyway. So, yeah, you do, don't you? You do, Michelle. You do feel them at the point that you still feel their energy. A lot of people say they can actually feel the spirit leave the body, you know. Didn't feel it. I swear down now, he literally closed his eyes, and I think he was straight there with Abby. That was his soulmate. That was his best friend. So, yeah. Comes to terms with it. I actually said as well the other night, I was going to sleep with some amethyst, and you know, I have for the last 2 nights, and that's helped. That has helped. I didn't think it would, you know, but it has. It really has. I've slept with it right next to me, and I've actually sort of, you know, been okay. So it's just like I say, it's just takes time, doesn't it? That's what it is. Hey Leah, how are you, my sweetheart? So yeah, you guys, just thought I'd come and let you know what's going on, because obviously some of you didn't know. Thank you, Leah. That's wonderful of you to say. See, and all your messages that you've been leaving me, it's just so inspiring to me. At least she'll have an amazing guardian angel at her side at all times, as will you in the time. Definitely. Like I say, I'm just not ready to connect just yet. And he won't force it on me. He won't. He knows how I work. Do you know, I took my readings and I took him on his last holiday that he ever went on. And deep down, I kind of knew it was going to be his last holiday, because normally, you know, he's got his Zimmer frame and he's straight on the beach making sandcastles with the kids, you know. And the last one we went on last year, he got his Zimmer frame and he couldn't even make it past the dunes onto the beach, which wasn't like him at all. He had to sit down on a bench right at the back of the beach. And I knew then something weren't right. I thought then this might be the last one. But yeah, I took my readings on holiday with me. I didn't stop working, because I'd already had quite a few people sort of poke before we even went. It was a last minute thing. It had to be, because I knew he was ill. And I took my readings with me, and you know, he took such an interest. He wanted to know how it works and how I do what I do, and he's always known I was a bit gifted in that way, you know. And he took me into a beautiful little crystal shop in the town of Mablethorpe, seaside town of Mablethorpe. He brought me my smoky quartz and my clear crystal quartz. I've not picked him up since he passed, because I think that if I'm going to connect to him, that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm just waiting. I'm happy to wait for now. It's just a bit too soon, isn't it? But yeah, he brought me the crystals. So like when it comes, I'll wait till I'm ready. Yeah. Debbie, okay, sorry for your loss. Thank you, Debbie. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, Leah. Yeah. Tabby, okay, so many thoughts and prayers for you. It's wonderful for you to say, Tabby. It really helps. It really does help at the minute. Yeah, do you know what I've been doing? This is going to sound crazy to you guys, but do you know what I've been doing for the last couple of days? Just to keep my mind occupied more than anything. My dad's a mess. My uncle Mick has had to go back home, and he lives down south, like 2 hours away. And my mum's been a bit stressed out over the last few months anyway. But my dad's such a mess, he can't handle anything. So I agreed to help him out, sorting out the funeral. That's what we're doing over the last few days, sorting out the flowers, making sure that we're going to get everything that we need, that we want, you know, for him. Ordered some beautiful flowers, you guys. I wanted it simple and traditional, because he loved tradition. I mean, you know, we managed to get a traditional Church of England minister. and traditional flowers. He liked green, so I went with the you know, with the letters, Grandad and Dad, and the spray and everything. Whites and greens, and the letters are white dahlias with white roses and the green leaves, and then green vines that feed through the letters. Thought, yeah, he'd like that. He'd like that. He was like me. See, I've got a green living room, and he were like me. He loved it. He loved greens. I bought him a lot of his accessories for his living room actually, because he just he liked earthy colours, earthy feel, which is how I am with my living room. Yeah. So, and I'm sat on a fucking brown sofa, but the rest of it's green. So yeah, we had to go with green. It had to be. Had to be. Yeah. And then I'm gonna sort that out this weekend, get that paid for, and then we've ordered them. I've just got to pay for it now this weekend. I mean, the funeral's not till the 11th of June, but you know, I figured if we get this stuff out of the way now, I could be there for my dad and Abby. But yeah, just got to sort the food out next week for the wake. Mum's sorting out all the other little details. So yeah, just takes that ease off them, doesn't it? It does. Anyway, you guys, Angela, one of my son's best friend, passed away from cancer last week. She was only 17. I'm really sorry for your son's best friend. That's for your son's loss and for your loss as well. When you see your kids hurt, it hurts you just as much, doesn't it, darling? So I was with my daughter, utterly devastated. And when you see your child that hurt, and there's nothing you can do to take away that pain, it hurts even more, doesn't it? So, Michelle, me and my mum are the same way. We love sapphire blue. And when the funeral came, she wouldn't have had blue. She should have had blue flowers, yeah. Andrew, it certainly does, okay, yeah. Right, and you guys, I'm gonna go. It's been really, really, really nice just chatting up and you know, sort of thank you to those that have really sort of pulled me out of a very, very dark hole this week. Feel a bit stronger. So if it's comforting to any of those that were worried about me, feel a bit stronger at the minute. So thanks. Yeah, I know, Michelle. I knew it would come in. I knew. That's what I keep saying. I'm got to cut myself some slack. I'm okay to be hurt by this because nothing stops it hurting. You know, but I think I can pull my son around from this in good time. Well, maybe not in good. I don't know. I'd like to think that I'll keep getting better, but like my mum said, I might be a bit up and because I said to her, you know, I'm feeling a bit better. She said, well, you might be a bit up and down over the next few weeks, you know. That was a way of saying don't get your hopes up. But right now I feel okay. You know, I feel very sad. I feel okay. Like I say, you know, I'll get back to work when I'm ready. That's the thing. I always say, with stuff like this, there's no way I'm going to pick up a deck of cards while I'm not focused. Because I will never, ever, ever be you know, okay with giving shitty readings, you know. If I look at a read and it don't feel right, I'm not doing it. It's as simple as that. So I want to come back on form. That's the plan. I'm going to come back on form. That's what I'm going to do. It's what I've got to focus on, isn't it? It's what I've got to do. So, Lee, strength is in me. It's nice of you to say, Leah. Feel a little bit stronger today, just not as strong as I'd like to be. I'll get there in the end. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate your well wishes. I'm going to get off now because got those two little monsters upstairs that need me. I'm going to go check on them. They keep my mind occupied, so it's not a bad thing. So, yeah. Over and out, you guys. I will touch base with you a lot soon. Totes agree with that, Debbie. Step by step, day by day. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying not to plan anything. Because if I say, oh yeah, I might be back on Monday, I'm going to get people's hopes up, and I really don't want to do that right now. The last thing I want to do is let anybody down. Because if I let you guys down, I let myself down. And that's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. So I'm not going to do that. You'll know when I'm back. You'll know. Right, and you guys, I'm off. Thank you to everyone, including those that got me through this week. Man, oh man, did you get me through this week? Seriously. You guys take care, and we'll speak soon. I'll let you know how I get on over the next week or so. I love you all.